Wait, hold on. Isn't that a villain?
It was Godzilla.
Was there a villain? I don't think so.
I mean, that was Godzilla's little one of his nemesis. Like
Well,
Okay.
shorties need to come out and do the little song to get that thing back in the house because it was doing too much.
it is kind of big though. But I mean, what you
Mm.
expect? You can't just pimp smack it and like, all right, like
I
Yo,
trying to
didn't
get
what
his
are you
lick back.
talking about right now?
Trying to get his lick back.
I smacked the banister that it was on because I needed to get by with my groceries, and I didn't want it to land on me. Like I'm not bringing you in my house.
Right.
So Yendi apparently almost caught the two piece from Mothra outside. So I see the picture. You sent me the picture. I mean, yeah.
Wait. Why? Hold on. Why is there a picture?
Cause that's how big it was. Like
Oh,
Did
you
you
had
know? Fun fact: a couple of weeks ago, I was driving because I'm not a bug person. I was driving, minding my business, and I stopped at the stop sign and looked left and looked right and got hit in the face with a whole moth ass. Okay, so
yo,
I'm sorry. I
how?
shouldn't be laughing.
it flew right into my face. I
It's
saw
like they just out for
the
you.
moth butt.
They just out for you. I don't know what it is. Like, it's
That ain't right.
hilarious. Yeah, Martha was like, "Hey yo, chill on the fence though." That's why he came back like, "Hey yo, like, what you doing?"
Get out of here.
He was posting up. He trying to do him.
I was a
Right.
can of moths. You don't belong here. Back to where you came from.
Where do you belong here? What is your
Now
name?
go back to where you came from.
Not Karen Moth. That's our Bob's and Karens for the week. The Moth. That's
Mothra.
a
I can
Mothra.
hear my dog in check. Hold on.
I know. Oh, Peter, if you're listening, please. There's nothing to see here. Nothing going on
Hey,
here.
yo,
No,
don't even say the name.
Bump them too. Community
Yeah.
Coalition Show. Y'all know what time it is. This is K Wilson, David 2K. It's me in the house. Like,
What's up?
it's
Gang,
Monday
gang.
night.
What's good, y'all?
I'm all over the place, y'all. I am. So
The emotions are high and low.
yeah. But I gotta keep the energy going. Like, I'm trying to keep the juices flowing. Whatever that looks like. How are y'all doing? Yendi, I know you're recovering, but David, how are you doing?
I'm all right. And I'm
Good.
feeling for the homie Yendi right now.
I know.
I'm here for you. I'm
See,
here if you need to talk.
Oh yeah.
she needs some.
Come on,
She needs some.
babysit these dogs.
Uh,
David, don't do it.
uh.
You gonna drop off? I never come back.
I was about to say you better be that auntie that just drops the kids off and
No dog
drives
food.
off.
No leash. Just drop off and keep going. Oh man. So
Somebody rings the doorbell and she's already in the car.
gone. Yeah, all weekend. You know, like, don't be that deadbeat parent, Indy. Don't be that one.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay, I lost my video.
you did. Oh, we thought you was just
No. Wait. I
beating the
don't
dog or
wanna...
something.
No, don't say that.
Don't say
Wait,
that, bro.
I
wait,
know.
okay.
Don't get PETA on us.
Man, fight them.
Where is I can't find this. Hold on. I found y'all. Okay, hold on. Let me get it together.
Okay, it's a lot going on.
Right.
So while Indy getting her life right.
There we go.
Yeah,
There she is.
we here. But I guess let's just keep going. So I mean, this conversation. I don't know. I feel like we should have had this a couple weeks ago, but
I have a story that goes great with this topic for this evening.
you want to start with it? You want to start with the story?
Well, you can tell them the topic first.
Okay. Sometimes I like to lead into it. But no, I mean, because talking about why or how or why sex has become this transaction in our culture. You know, we've seen it recently. You know, everything's flowing out there. But it's really become almost like sometimes a transaction. Sometimes it's been weaponized.
Yeah.
You know, it's a bargaining chip.
Right.
You know, and I think all in all, what sex really should be is, you know, the bonding union of people and stuff like their love and emotion and all that good stuff. When did it become business?
Yeah.
That's
I mean, I hate to say it, but they do call it the world's oldest profession.
Right. Well, listen, so since this was our topic and we saw that video where the girl got put out, I just remember when I was 18 and this guy, one of my friends hooked me up with this guy and she was like, oh, he's gonna take you out for your birthday. And I wouldn't give him any at the time I was still a virgin. So he put me out of his car in the middle of nowhere.
Wow.
So, I couldn't go out without a fight. How back in the day you used to have the disc player connected to the tape player.
Did you rip it out?
That thing out.
But like
It happens.
No, I'm not mad at that though. And I don't care. Like, I don't care if it sounds like pandering, blah blah blah, whatever.
Mhm.
As a man, you cannot go into any situation expecting sex. You can't.
You
Sorry.
shouldn't.
No, you can't. Because it's never a guarantee. It's not a guarantee.
Right.
No matter what you do. And that's where we get into like even like rape and no means no and all that stuff too. Like, no. At any point in time, the woman and the man have a choice.
Right.
And at any point in time, if she chooses to say no, that is her choice. You can't do nothing about that.
Right.
Sorry.
I think the problem is, I used to say this a lot when I was younger. There are a lot of women out here who think that you truly want to take her out on a date to get to know her. But then there's some women out here who will be like, since you did this for me, I'm going to give you some. And it kind of like messes up the vibe for everybody else because now they expect all women to be like that.
True, but you can't expect all women to be like that.
Exactly.
That's the issue. Like, just like on the flip side of the woman, you can't expect every man to just pay for stuff and do all these lavish things because that's not what he's expected. That's not him. Like,
I mean that I feel like without that situation, like even if you're going out, like you need to feel like that needs to be spoken upon. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
There may be ways to,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, so like I've been in that situation before. I've been that guy, we're like, not to say that like whining and dining and lavish, but like you going out and you thinking like, okay, this might go somewhere later.
Right.
I'm gonna prepare for that. I'm gonna make sure I got the gun. I'm gonna make sure I'm prepared for that.
Mhm.
But she can always say no.
Right.
I told you, I've been in that situation. I tell the story. I don't know if I told the story on this show, but like when I was younger, and this was my girlfriend, and went out, had a good time, got back to the crib. We ready, like in the bed, and she said no. And I said, cool, get up, put my pants on. Okay, you want to watch this movie? What we doing? And we watched the movie, did all that, and then when I got home, she called me. I dropped her off. By the time I got home, she called me screaming at me, telling me why you ain't want to have sex with me. Because you said no.
Wow.
As soon as you said no, that's a wrap. I'm even turned off at that point. There's no force and all that. No, you said no. Nope, cool. Like,
Yo, I had a guy once take me out on a date, and I didn't want to give him none, and he was like, "Okay, cool." And he made an appointment with some other chick. Bro.
I did that too in love. I've been that guy. I've been that guy. Like as soon as I drop you off, I'm about to go see what's going on with Shorty over here because I already
right.
But I didn't force it. And once I saw what time it was, okay,
Right.
I'm still going I still finished the date. Still had a good time. I didn't, I ain't playing that game, saying that I'm not gonna be petty or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. We can't expect that.
If you took somebody to Red Lobster, but now if you take me to Hawaii, you may get lucky.
But my thing is,
but you see what you're saying? Transactional.
I know, see.
But I'm saying, if that's how they're treating it, right? They're getting mad. I took you to Red Lobster and you ain't dropped the draw. But like, well, if it's transactional, then take me to Hawaii and then maybe you'll get lucky.
But see, yeah, that's
why is it? Why do you have to do any of that in the first place.
But that's also
That's what a lot
the
of women said. I'm sorry, my animals are turning
oh
up.
they there they just co-signing, that's all.
Right.
He was like, yeah, but I think
That's what the city girls said.
but see, and therein lies the problem, is the message and all of that.
Right.
So we all know that trickles down our music, our culture,
Yeah,
Mhm.
everybody saying that stuff, and everybody, other regular people think it's true.
I
Right.
think that's where, see, I think this is where we're going to have a divide because, see, what the city girls are saying is for the ones who are out here busting it wide for free,
You
bust
get
it
your
wide.
money?
Right. But what we're saying is just because you take me to dinner and we're getting to know each other, it doesn't mean that I have to give you something at the end of the night.
That
Right.
is true too. But also too, okay, so we talking about busting wild like sex work?
Yeah.
Mm.
Well,
Like, let's call it what it, no, we got to call it what it is. Like,
Right.
it's modern day prostitution.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, then that is a transaction.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sex work is a transaction. But even in a transaction, if you're going to do a transaction, make sure you agree upon the terms.
Right.
Now, there's a difference between I'm gonna fly you out, we're gonna go on vacation. If you did not discuss sex and you did not pay for it, that is your fault still.
Also, if you flying out with some dude, come with your money, please.
That's another
Come
thing
with
too.
your own money.
Like, we have to
Yeah,
be,
we've
both
seen.
sides have to be smarter than this.
Right.
Right.
Like, as a man, you have to, like, you're taking a chance. This is a gamble.
Right.
You're flying a girl out you don't really know. It's because you talked to her, you DM a couple times. You don't know her. You
Right.
don't know her intentions. This catfish is all over the place. Come on now, be
Bro,
smarter than that, bro.
that's all what catfish is about.
That's what I'm saying. We did
90
a
day.
whole
There's a whole thing about 90 Day Fiance.
look.
Like
We did a whole show 2 years ago called the 250. If y'all remember that,
that's our. I'm pretty sure that's our most successful episode.
it might be, but yeah. But I'm telling you, if you that desperate, go get the 250 around the corner, fam.
Mm.
Why would you pay thousands of dollars for a gamble? But people gamble, you know. But that's what I'm saying. Like, so if it's going to be a transaction, you have to agree upon that too. Hey, I'm gonna fly you out. We're gonna come over. This is what we doing. This. Agree to that. Pay for that. Then, you know.
Or tell him up front, hey, you want to take me on a trip? I'm just letting you know now. I'm not having sex with you. Period.
Yes.
Boo.
Yes. That's not what this is. That's not. And say that. But I think, and this is me speaking for a woman. I know I shouldn't, but I think women may not say that because they're afraid he's not going to give them the trip. He's not going to fly him out.
Oh well.
That's the problem. See, that's what I'm saying. There's problems here.
See, this is where I sent y'all this video a while ago, but I always say this. Your money don't impress me. So if you don't want to take me out, oh well.
But see,
I'm not impressed by your coins.
but you're of a different breed in today's culture where money does impress a lot of people. I'm not even going to say women, people.
Nah, we need to be better because
That's the problem though.
you get in your own
It's
bag.
not.
This money don't impress me.
That's the problem. And it's not even safe.
It's
It's not even safe. These people, women have gotten killed, murdered,
right.
going somewhere with somebody they don't even know, and she dead or end up missing.
Right.
That's not smart. That's not safe. And even in like the basic sense of some of this stuff, fellas, why would you put yourself in that? You don't know her either. How many
Right.
times where you go, look, damn, I'm telling myself, I've been in that spot too. I go see a girl, it don't look right. The girl I just met, you know, like we talking. I go see her for the first time. I pull up at the crib.
Mhm.
I see a couple dudes out there coming out her spot. They standing over in the corner. Nah, this look like a setup. I'm leaving.
Yep.
I don't know her. Just because I talked to her a couple times, I have no idea who this person really is.
Right.
Nah, it don't feel right. Go my gut. I'm getting up out of here.
Right.
You know, like that's what I'm saying. Like some of this stuff is not even safe. And now you making a transaction. Now you put money in this stuff. Like the video we saw, the girl, he dropped her off at the airport. That could have went left so many different ways.
Yeah.
Spray him with pepper spray.
Yeah. Like and he was wrong for that too. I don't care. I'll say he was wrong for that.
He should have paid for her flight home. But to see again, also when she accepted that ticket, she ain't noticed that it wasn't a round trip ticket because that's right there a red flag for
Red
me.
flag.
Yeah.
It's a red flag. Like it's a one-way trip to somebody you ain't never met before.
Right. Like, bro.
You
Crossing
don't have a
states.
backup. You don't have a backup plan.
Yeah, come on now. Come on now. Like this is that's
That's
what I'm saying. Like, are we that pressed as a people just to go somewhere, to take a trip somewhere? Like are we really risking it all for this stuff?
yes, and I. It's not even surprising anymore because we've seen, especially like in the past few years, that like people are crazy
Yeah.
and people will do any. Will literally do anything to go viral.
Yeah. But also another thing I'm gonna say too, there's a lot of people that are not innocent in this too. Now, let's say before you get there, let's say y'all met, y'all been DMing, if you've been sending him pictures, if y'all been having sex talk, pillow talk, if your conversations have been sexual leading up to this point, don't, that could be seen as leading on too. And I saw one video, I don't know where it was a while ago, where the dude was mad because he like, yo, you was talking all this and this, what you was gonna do before you get here. You was talking all this, what you gonna do. And then when she got there, she laid in the bed, was on the phone the whole time.
You about to change your mind. If you ain't never seen him before and he don't look that great or his pee smell, I mean, you allowed to say no.
True.
But I will say to circle back just really quick to what you were saying about this is like becoming more and more a thing. I mean, this has always been a thing if
it
you
has
think
been,
about
yeah.
since we were
Right.
younger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it has. It's just like I said, we just seeing more of it because we're recording more of it.
I wasn't even allowed to accept gifts from boys when I was young. My mom was like, nope, because they're gonna want something in return.
Well, I mean, because if you think about it, that's how we were trained. We gotta woo you. Back in the day, it was like wooing. So what do?
You buy your
you out on a
gifts.
date.
You take out.
Yeah, like we gotta give you a gift. Valentine's. What is Valentine's Day?
Valentine's Day is
Commercial
a scam.
holiday.
Yes.
But if you want to woo me, get down and sing. Like
That's what I'm saying. But like that's what men have been trained to do, though.
Right.
Like I said, we get holidays. I gotta get you something. I gotta make sure I get you something.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't like it, you don't approve, then you upset, and I got a problem.
Right.
David, you ever bought your girl a trash gift in his World War III?
I'm sorry, what's a trash gift? Oh, just like any type
like
of
some shit she ain't
Oh, I was like, what's the trash?
some trash, some
like
yes, like garbage
as a trash gift
or something you thought was
about
you. Hey, it don't work like that with everybody. I'm
That's
telling you.
You know what? I'm not even gonna say it because nobody gonna come for me on here, but whatever it is.
But I I'll say it sometimes too. That's why all the people talking that trash be the single ones too. So like, and I think I said that in the comments the other day. Like, all them people in them comments talking all that trash, be going back and forth, be the people that sing.
Yeah.
This is just me. I'll take any gift. I don't care as long as you thought about me.
Nah, I've been there before
I
too.
just got a deck of Harry Potter cards and I thought that was awesome.
Oh man, like when I was younger, and that's why men go through great lengths to try to look like they're doing well for themselves. Even if they're not buying you gifts, they got to look like they're established. Like, like to try to woo, to try to put the best foot forward.
Right.
Because what do we always hear women say? They don't want no broke man. You don't want no broke dude.
Right.
That's part of this.
Stability.
Yeah. So
it's okay to not want a broke dude if you matching him. You can't ask for somebody to have this, and this, and you're not bringing that as well to the table.
I agree, but if only it were like that in real life.
Not bashing women.
No, that's not bashing. No, I don't think that's bashing.
You can't say I need a man with a 6-figure job and a nice car and a big house, and you work at Petco. No offense to Petco.
No, but that's also why men on the flip side. That's why when women say that about that man, we went back to this like that whole Kevin Samuel stuff, 6-figure man, all that. But that man who is doing that is really not looking for that girl who ain't got it either.
Right. No,
they're not, and that's why I'm gonna say, I'm gonna get in trouble too.
Yep.
Y'all be the side chick.
Why would you
They
say?
they be the plaything
Gotcha.
because he's not bringing her home. He'll have a good time with her,
Hmm.
but he already know that's not wifey material because that man is looking for he looking for stuff too. He looking for qualities too.
But
You know,
also, I know for a fact you just broke somebody.
I
Like,
know
who
what I'm
I don't
saying.
know who's listening, but like,
But I'm saying like, can gotta say the truth sometimes.
right.
You know, like there are some. I mean, some men do go back and or it's power and control.
Right.
What have we typically seen? A powerful man go back and get a young girl who ain't got no wife so he can control her. That's not making her equal. That's not building her up. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so there's still a disservice done too.
Mm-hmm.
The whole trophy wife concept. The whole concept of trophy wife was not to build the woman up. It was to have something cute on the arm. So when I go somewhere, I can have something cute on the arm. But I'm not doing anything to make her equal.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You said trophy wife, and it reminded me of this show called Roar. And that was one of the episodes, Trophy Wife. And dude literally had his wife sit on a shelf and then got tired of looking at her. And she did not know how to do anything because that's all she was a trophy wife. And that's all she knew how to be.
And then what happens with trophies? You want another one.
Yeah, he did.
Anytime you win a
He got tired
championship,
of
what you
her.
want? Another championship? Like, so yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, nothing is good from all of that.
No.
Like this whole, I don't know. It's, and you know what? Let's keep it a buck too. The transactions don't just stop in dating and stuff too. There's still transactions in marriage.
Right.
Is it really?
Yes, withholding. Yeah, that's withholding a transaction when you weaponize sex. If you don't do this around the house, I don't, yeah,
Man, marriage is a lot.
it is a lot, and that's why I think this dealing with people, dealing with another person, is a huge thing
Mm-hmm.
that we don't emphasize the importance of enough.
I think because people, a lot of times when you think of marriage, you think of that day.
Mm-hmm.
I
And that was my famous quote.
costs a lot of money for
Yeah,
I,
one day.
I think I've heard.
you've heard this quote before.
I think I heard Kenny say this before.
I said, I think I said it still because it wasn't her mentality, but I remember before we got married, leading up, it was so important. Everything, the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I know you're worried about everything up to that day. My focus is the day after and forever.
Mm.
Maybe I'm broken because I don't even care about the day.
It's I think it's built in
I'll leave it to
old
my
tradition.
husband.
I think it's become a lavish liability, in my opinion. I know people will say that. I know people, I know.
Nope.
I
Bro,
don't.
I
Sorry, my bad. Go ahead.
I was I was thinking about this like maybe last week. Like, I think it's all for. I think it's all just to like flex on somebody.
It's family.
It really is.
Right.
It's family.
It
Like
really is.
I've been to like fun Nigerian weddings, and yeah, they were fun and everything. But like, you don't always have to. The cool thing about it is that they all pretty much do the same thing, and no one's trying to one up everybody.
My thing is, why would you start off your union like if you don't well in debt?
I was just about to say in debt because some people, I'm telling you,
Go
I've
into
seen
like
people drop $80,000
yes.
on one day.
Now, if you got
$80,000 that they don't have.
if you got it, then you got it. Cool. If you it ain't tricking if you got it. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't, think most
You have to
people
refinance your house to pay for your wedding
or
day.
you don't
Right.
got the crib yet.
Right.
That's 20 stacks that I've average is like 20 something like that, 20, 25
Mhm.
on the low end. That's the down payment on the crib.
Yeah, I'd rather have the crib.
The wedding planner, she wouldn't take anybody less than 40 grand.
That's what I'm saying.
If you wasn't spending 40 grand or more, she wasn't trying to hear it.
40 grand on a day.
She had a lot of clients.
Yeah, because that's what it is. Weddings. That's what weddings are. That's I hate to say it. I want my daughters to get married, but I'm dreading the weddings.
Mm.
Like, I just want to get married with the justice of the peace. I'd be happy.
Man, you know, my two C's, courthouse and the cookout. I was with it.
Okay, I'll just be
I
happy.
was with it.
I'm not mad at it.
Yo, but say that to a woman. That you ain't get. Yeah, she's leaving you.
And I'm wearing all black.
See, it's going hard.
Morning.
But I think it's also. Can we normalize
Cheap wedding.
non-traditional weddings?
Ooh, absolutely.
That's what you want to do. But why? But I guarantee you, this sucks. Yendi, if you go tell some other women that, they're gonna poo-poo you and clown you for that.
Well, in my
Sucks.
circle, they won't, because they've all been married before and they're over it. So they
See,
probably
you know,
won't.
see, they over it. See, that sucks.
They're like,
Or
I
you
won't
got
even
you
get
surround
married.
yourself with the right people. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. But it's like I say all that to say we built our culture on lavish, even in our relationships. Yeah.
She wanted her husband to spend $200,000 on her wedding, and he didn't have it. And he kept telling her, like, yo, you're bugging.
Time to
I would
bounce,
divorce her before we even got married. I'd be like, that's it. I'm signing the paper.
For real.
We haven't been here yet. We're breaking up. Done.
When I was younger, I bounced for way less than that. No, because you know my famous line is "I'll call you back." You know me time I talk to a girl. I know you getting to know somebody. What you doing? What's your favorite thing to do? Shopping? Oh, I'll call you back.
Wait a minute. My favorite thing to do is shopping.
When you first,
but I'm not spending your money. I'm spending my own money.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Back in the day, if that was the first thing you told me you like, I'm gonna call you back.
Yo, I remember us having this conversation though.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Hold on, wait. I'm gonna call you back in a minute. I gotta go real quick. I'm gonna call you.
I remember when I was on this dating site once, and this guy, he asked me, like, if I like to get my hair and my nails done. And I was like, of course, who doesn't? So he said, if I was your man, would it be okay for me to pay for your hair and your nails? And I was like, well, if you were my man and you offered, I'm not going to turn it down. And he was like, click.
He set himself up. Wow. That's dirty. That's dirty. Why would you bring it up?
Right.
He brought that up on himself.
That was dumb.
I don't like. That's a setup, though. I don't like stuff like that. Like,
and you know what the stupid thing is? He set himself up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
you just talked yourself out of a date.
But I feel like he was, because he seems like he was searching for something wrong.
I'm not even gonna say no. If you offered to pay for my hair and my nails, I'm gonna say no.
Why would you say
no?
Give
me $25 though.
Why would you say no? Like if I'm your man and I offered, what was he expecting me to say no?
Yeah, he was expecting me to say no.
So that's a dumbass test. Sorry, that's not how you get to know somebody.
Also, stop testing people.
Yeah,
like you don't have to do that.
Don't steer the question. Like I said, if you have a general conversation, like I asked the girl, what you like to do, and shop. Okay. I don't know that answer, and maybe I'm wrong.
No, I don't think you're wrong. I think you're jaded.
It seemed very in that moment,
jaded, bro.
In that moment, it seemed very shallow, and it seemed very like steering, like yeah. So I was like,
I'm gonna tell you what I like to do, and shopping is going to be on the list. I like to shop,
I think that's cool. I like to shop too. But if I ask you, what do you like to do? What's the first thing you're gonna tell me?
Oh, I'm gonna say I like to paint. I mean, I'm gonna say all the good stuff first, then I'm gonna say shopping last.
But I think that's okay, But if that's I don't know. This is me. I could be wrong, y'all. I could be wrong. I'm sorry.
But it's not. But you know what? It's not only because there was a lot of guys who feel that way because they feel like when they, especially on dating sites, when they meet these women, the first thing the chicks will be like, "Oh, my cable bill is due."
Yes.
Like I used to hear that a lot.
We've talked about that too. To ask, I told you it build up. You can see it coming.
Yeah.
Right.
By Tuesday, they start sending, what's going on? Oh, I don't know. I'm just having a rough week. I don't know how. By Thursday, Friday, they're asking you for money.
It got so bad that I started specifying, like, I like to shop with my own money, not yours.
And that's, I think that's another issue.
You got to do that though.
Yeah. For a man to hear that, especially when I'm first meeting someone, those are the things that are being implied. That was a big one. Or, the conversations about how much money I make off the break. I don't know you. I'm not telling you how much money. I don't tell anybody how much money I
That's
make.
a bold question to ask.
But I've been asked that,
I asked, like, what do you do?
And that's the thing. Yeah. What do you do? But see, because I do non-traditional stuff, they couldn't get a read on what my salary would be.
Right.
So, and I've frustrated some people with that. I've frustrated some people.
When I first met my dude, I asked him what he does for a living, and he told me, but he also told me what he went to college for. And I looked up the job because I didn't know what it was. And then I looked up the salary, but I was just curious. And I said it, but luckily that didn't scare him off. It's like, this is a gold digger. But I'm not. I just was.
I think that's valid now.
Funny.
When you can Google certain things, especially if you don't know what it is. It's not like saying I'm a lawyer. People have a general idea, but
right. And then you get to actually have a conversation about it. Like, why didn't you keep going with this, or did this not make you happy anymore?
No, I told him how much the salary was. I was like, "Whoa, you're gonna be making this much money? You go ahead, enjoy."
And you know what he probably meant? When he said, "Yeah, I know, but it's not where my heart is."
Nah, it is where his heart is. I guess it's just the road to get there just take a little time. But I was like, oh yeah. I mean, I was rooting for him. Like, oh, you're gonna make a lot of money. You're gonna be set.
See?
Yeah. We build together.
Right. Yeah. Because look, people start asking me. I used to ask them what you do. And then they okay, cool.
And I still ask you to this day what you do.
That's because I like to mess with people too.
People
I'll never give a straight answer to anybody.
It's too complicated to
It's complicated. My own wife could tell you what I do. Ask her what I do. She is too much.
I'll be like, he do a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
This business already, yeah. Like,
sounds like he's in the mob.
You know what? Think that too. Then cool. When you leave me alone.
But but you know what? To ask somebody what they do, ask somebody how much they make. That is a little bold, but I mean, look, that chick on what the heck is that show called? Marriage at First Sight. Is it Marriage at First Sight? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Marriage at First Sight. She was dating a dude from DC, and
I think I heard about that.
Like, what do you do? And he was a yoga instructor this week. Last week he was a painter. And the next week he owned the business. Mm-hmm. Then he ran a nonprofit. But every week he was switching up what he did. So I mean, I guess in that situation, it's important to know. Like,
but was he actually doing all of those
No,
things?
he was lying about all of those things.
Okay.
No, he even invited her to the yoga class that he said he was running. So she came to the yoga studio, and he was not there because they said we never heard of this person. And then he had 1,000 reasons why he wasn't working there. Like, he was talking in a square, and boxed her in.
Okay, that's wrong. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I think in most general conversation, like, that person's just wrong. They just lying, and you got to weed that out too. And unfortunately, sometimes you don't know until you dig deeper and you like
you start reading between the lines.
Yeah. And I think also too, in conversation, if you ask questions in conversation, you can kind of figure some things out with people, especially what they do.
Right.
You can start, you just got to have conversation.
Right.
And I think people don't communicate to know the other person. We ask surface level questions and we don't dig deeper. Right. It's like if somebody asks me, what do you do? Like, oh, okay. Like, you told me what you do. Cool. That's where it starts. I want to know more. Even I have this conversation with doctors. Even with doctors, you tell me, okay, I'm a foot doctor. Oh, that's cool. Like, what are some of the things you see? Like, what type of, what are some of the common injuries you come across? Like, specializing for how long you've been doing that? Like, blah, blah, blah. Where'd you go to school? Like this, you can go so many places. This? Yeah, like, and then you can start to
my feet out.
You said what? I just, I like that question because I end up learning so much about different industries, different fields. So like sometimes the question will start what you do. We end somewhere all the way in left field somewhere.
Right.
Like the laws around what you do and regulations and all. I like stuff like that. I nerd out on things like that.
But even some men though get mad when women ask what they do for a living.
Because they're
I
probably
think that's an important question to know. Like, I need to know if you got a job or not.
embarrassed or ashamed.
Yeah. Or
And
you're trying to like, or they'll think that like, oh, you're already trying to like see what the bag is like.
but
Trying to see if you got a job.
I would rather you ask me what I do than ask me how much money I make first.
Mm-hmm.
Ask me what I do. I feel like that question, at least you're trying to paint a picture of me.
That is a really bold question to ask somebody. Like, what
It's
you
very
do?
bold.
Well, how much money you make?
It's very bold. And that's what I'm saying. Man or woman, okay, I'll never tell you how much money I make. I never, because I don't think that's personal for a lot of people.
I'd be like, I make enough.
Yeah, that's what I do. And I used to say I make enough to support my lifestyle.
Make enough to shop at Target.
Yep.
I get by.
Yeah. And nowadays, because it's funny, because like I've had this conversation with other men where like now there's a lot of men where like they're kind of guarded from that because we know there's a lot of women out there that like
Right.
try to come
like
at you that way.
Like I said earlier, you're jaded.
Yeah, so we come off very guarded. So we know like we just know how to gracefully deflect and dodge that question.
Right.
So we'll tell you what we do because most time that's cool, but like when the money conversation comes for someone you just met, that is a red flag.
Yeah.
Like we don't have to talk about money. I don't even know your last name. For real.
That's real.
Like,
that's real.
Because again, we talk about money. That's personal. I ain't got that personal with you yet.
Mm.
So that's how I used to look at it. Like, no, like, and I'll again catch me in the streets. I'm broke anyway. I'm broke as far as anybody concerned. You said what?
So she dancing in the strip club and she in the diamond room and she was like, "How much money you make?" I think it's important then because she need to know how much you throwing.
Nah, I'm broke.
Then get out.
Yep, I gotta go. I'm broke. I'm throwing out what I'm throwing out.
Right.
If you tell me a price and if I can get to the price, I'm here. Right. That's all you need to know, Slim.
Throw out of 5. That's it.
No,
that's
but
all I got.
I'm saying, like, still, like I said, if it goes back to a transaction, then we agree upon the transaction. If you tell me the price, I pay for that price. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
But you ain't running my credit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't doing no background check. We got a transaction right here. That's all you need to know right now.
That's real.
Yeah, like, even in those situations, I've seen that too. Like, and that's part of the problem. Like I said, I will always downplay. I'm always broke if anybody asks me. I ain't got it. Because once people know that you do, and I made that mistake before when I was younger too. Because what happens? Now you become the bank.
Right.
And that's when you get the ones who come ask you for money every week. Oh man, I wish I could used to save some text. I wish I could save some of the messages back in the day. Oh, I wish I could save some of them. Them DMs, them messages.
Mm-hmm.
There were some people that it was like clockwork. Every 3 months, they would communicate, fill you out just to see what's going on. And if you communicated back, they were starting their little spiel to ask for money. And then I used to think, I'm like, dang, if she asking me, she probably got 10, 15 other dudes she doing the same thing to. For real.
Yeah.
Like that text message look a little too generic. You copy and paste that.
I didn't know that people thought like that. I remember asking a dude for some money to help me pay my rent, but I knew him for a while, so I didn't know that people just instantly think you a gold digger. Like, dang, I really just need help with my rent. I'll pay you back.
Sometimes it's not thinking you a gold digger. Sometimes it's just like it's a burden. Like
it's another thing to remember.
Or it's just it's also heavy. Like that used to be hard for me when you hear other people's sob stories, their issues, Because if you have a heart, like I have a heart, and it's like sometimes you want to care, and that's why sometimes brothers make that mistake, and they do it, not realizing you really the sucker right now, but you pull on the you pull on, tugging on the heartstrings.
I
Like,
need to pay for my dog. Her
well,
feet.
like,
She need her
like,
feet done. Can I get like $2,000?
nah, call you back.
Uh,
No, or like, no. I
man,
mean, I've had friends where it's like, the rent thing. Like, I'm really short on the rent. Or the kids. Like the kids' birthday party was always the one that made me laugh.
Oh,
Like,
somebody hit me with that.
it was
Oh, my
damn about
dog
your
need
kid's birthday.
braces.
Damn about your kid's birthday.
My
But
dog really needs braces. Can I get
hold
like
up.
$1,000?
Just, I'm sorry, real quick. Can dogs actually get braces?
No,
I was about to say.
but I did tell somebody that. I was like, my dog need braces. Can you cash at me $50?
yo, can't say what I want. But then okay, then it becomes a transaction sometimes too.
Mhm.
It goes back to that problem. Like it sucks. Like that we have to decipher through all of that, each situation.
Mhm.
Like both sides. As a man, like I said, as a man, we gotta weave through who's asking, what's her motives, what's her intentions. And then the same thing for women. Women gotta do that too. Why is he being nice to me? He being extra nice. What's his motivation behind this?
Or
Who is he?
maybe that's just who he is.
Exactly. But you gotta figure it out first, like,
Right.
you a woman. Like, how many times do you have to like weed dudes out?
I'm different.
Oh, okay.
Well, we've established that I clearly am a different person.
Yeah, but you still have, like you said before, you had dude got mad, kicked you out. I'm pretty sure you have dude with bad intentions, or they try to show money thinking it's going to do something.
I ain't never had no dude try to show me money. I'm not impressed by that. I'm sorry.
Right.
It's just not impressive.
Yeah.
It's just money. I'm more
Or
impressed on how you treat me.
I see women try to do it with looks,
Yeah.
show off the body parts.
Ruins it for the rest of us who don't do that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm bitter.
fellas, you gotta be careful of that too. Careful of that too.
Right. Catfishing is real.
It is.
Yeah. Or
I'm
what was the
not
old?
saying like if you, but also here's the thing that really gets me is that I think that people forget that there are still diseases out here. And they really be expecting somebody to bust it wide for them. Like maybe they don't feel comfortable. Maybe, like I said, maybe you stink.
Yeah.
Maybe you weren't what they expected, or maybe they just want to wait. Like, and you can't get mad if a person says no.
And that goes back to like, if that was so, fellas, if that was your true intention, if you flew her out just for that reason, sorry, you a fool for that one.
But to the
Right.
person who said that if you're gonna go on these vacations, then you are expected and you should, that makes
No.
me mad. You shouldn't. You don't have to. You don't have to.
You don't have to.
You
It's not
don't.
an obligation.
You don't have to.
And
No.
if they say then don't go, well, don't invite me.
Don't
Period.
go.
Yeah.
Don't go.
You're gonna be salty because I didn't give you none. Now you're gonna talk about you got blue balls. Whatever. Better go beat off in the shower.
And I'm pretty sure both
Look,
sides know.
I heard somebody say that on TikTok. That's why I said it.
In the shower though, I mean,
that's
Well,
funny.
I heard the guy got mad because the girl didn't give him none. He was like, "Now you gave me blue balls," and I was like, "She should just told me to go beat off in the shower."
but no,
Mm.
wait.
That just feels disrespectful, but also at the same
No,
time,
because
it's
I
funny.
heard that too,
You
but
know how blue balls work, so
It's just
no,
funny.
but that's my thing. Like, bro, if you that horny, you've been anticipating it that long.
It ain't that serious.
It's not.
I just think that I used to think
250, dog. 250.
I honestly used to think, in all seriousness, that guys use blue balls to guilt women into having sex.
I think
Because
sometimes.
I've heard people say that before that they
Sometimes.
told them that, and I'm just like, Who
I think
cares?
yeah.
You'll be all right.
Oh no, I mean, dog, go take care of that. I'm
Right.
sorry. I'm gonna say that, like, go take care of that, please. That's not that woman's problem. But if you really
Right.
you anticipating that I don't want to say this. I'm gonna get in trouble.
Go for it.
What was that flight? What was it $5,000 he spent? I don't understand why it was $5,000.
The guy who kicked the chick out at the airport,
Yeah,
he didn't even fly her first class.
that's what I'm saying. So I don't get this. This is why I don't get a one-way flight with hotel. How long was she there?
Where did they even go?
I don't know. How did that equate to $5,000?
It's a lot of money too.
It's a lot of money. Don't add up. That math ain't mathing.
It ain't. But hopefully that comes out in the suit.
It's
Like
not even-
maybe everything added up to 5,000, and then like they're adding on like
So,
emotional
my thing is,
damage and like
if you mad over $5,000, do you have $5,000 disposable income for that? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
He took her shopping. I would have wrote it out to the tax write off. Say it
why
was
would you take a? That's what I'm saying. Like, why would you do all this to a stranger, dude?
to impress her.
And that's what you get. Sorry, that's what you get. That's an L. Scratch it up. Keep it moving.
Yep.
That's an L.
Got
That's
to.
what you get. We can't keep doing this and act like this. Okay, no, I don't. No, he not getting off the hook. Sorry. And if you pay $5,000, you gonna tell me you was too cheap for a round trip? No, because that was him dangling sex.
Right.
That's what he was doing.
And so if we're going to use our vagina as transaction, I don't think 5,000 was enough. You should have gave her more than that.
First of all,
It's priceless.
No, it's not.
It is.
Not
She's
all are
a
created
queen.
equal. Just like not all peen is created equal, right? Let's keep it a buck.
She's a queen. It's priceless.
No, there's
Don't
a
do
price tag on
that.
that thing.
No.
No. Come on now.
5,000 not enough. Look, let me tell you something. I don't want to say it on the show because somebody's gonna steal my idea. But I was just talking about this. If I had to start a business, not with myself, but hire people, they're not doing it for less than 10 grand. I'm sorry.
And
for the transaction.
Yeah, but it's if we in that business.
well, that
was like if times got hard and
that's
we
high end escorts.
Right.
That's high end.
Yeah. They're
And
queens. They deserve it.
when they down the street for 200.
But they not the 10 grand wasn't even having sex. It was just
companionship.
Just the hang?
yeah. We only want big money clients.
Yeah, y'all got that. Y'all got that. And they make
That's
sure, you know
funny.
what I'm saying? If that's the transaction, that's the transaction.
That's
the terms and the deliverables are stated. Cool.
Yep.
That's business.
Everything
But
checks out.
in this situation, this is a business. This wasn't no free flight. This was actually a business.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I'm sorry. To spend $5,000 on a stranger, try and ball out. That's what you get. I'm sorry. Can't get past that.
I don't have
You
5,000.
put somebody out with 5,000 to get some. You crazy?
Yeah. When you could have went around the corner.
Could have stayed home.
Like they're prostitutes.
The internet.
But nah, this not.
All I'll say it is you could have stayed home.
You could have stayed home.
You didn't have to spend money.
The internet can take care of your needs, fam. I'm sorry.
For real, OnlyFans.
Whew, okay. So yeah, I don't know. It's fascinating to me where we are. It's not gonna end. It's only gonna get worse.
Yeah, I know. And that's why I can believe that.
Yeah, I believe it. Oh, I believe it. It's
So I was gonna ask a question, but I was just gonna say for those men who are doing that, taking these girls out on these extravagant weekends, Does that make it harder for the dudes who are nice guys who truly
Yes.
want to date these women? It's
Yes.
like I can't
Yes.
afford to take you on an extravagant evening, but I'll take you to Applebee's and won't expect nothing in return.
Yes, it does. Yes, it really, really, really does.
Yeah.
There's a lot. Look, again, go back to the numbers game. Most of them dudes is fronting. There's very few black men out here who really live that lifestyle. We've talked about the numbers before. We're talking about a small percentage, a percentage
Right.
of a percent, like small,
Mhm.
less than 10% of 10%, or like something like that. You know,
Mhm.
the rest of the dudes out, that's the 99% of the dudes out here can't do that. So when you present this lifestyle, this is what you see on social media and on TV.
Right.
Most dudes don't live up to that, and that's why they really out here taking out loans to take girls out. Really out here PPP scamming just to look like they got a couple dollars.
Which is crazy because you would rather risk jail time than
Man,
to just wait till you have the bread to take her out.
but that's the thing. They ain't trying to wait. So yeah, that's why. But so when the dudes are the regular guy who's really trying to make it happen, who can't afford a lavish lifestyle and all that, what does he do? He has to work harder. You know, my thing is you got to find somebody who's matched where you are.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's okay. Like, but it's getting harder and harder out here because everybody has these expectations now. So I told you I went and hung out. What was that, last weekend?
Mm-hmm.
2 weekends ago, last weekend. Went and hung out with some friends, went to the spot, and I'm watching people interact. I'm a people watcher. And I'm just watching the dudes, watching what they show up wearing. You know, like when you go out, like, and I watch it a lot. Like,
oh yeah, we
they
talked
got
Talking
on.
about when you went to that
I went to
restaurant house.
yeah. But I'm just watching, like, they trying to dress to the nines. They fronting. You know,
you ain't
like,
gotta do all that.
yeah. But I'm like, you really don't have to do all that. Like, but they don't know that. They ain't got there yet.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody trying to be flashy, you know? And it does. It kind of sucks. Like, we haven't realized that as a people. Girl, like, woman, the nice guy is a good guy. He's a hardworking guy. He's still a good guy. He may not be able to fly you out, take trips all the place, but that's probably the guy that's going to be there long term. That's going to hold you down. That's going to try to be a provider, a husband, a father, and all those things. Like, so it comes down to, what do you really want in life? You know?
I'm in a group with not even gonna say the group name,
Yeah.
but I'm in a group with a bunch of women who are like that. Like they have to uphold this certain lifestyle so that people think that they are.
No, I'm gonna ask a question.
I'm not gonna give the name.
No, not the name. Are they happy? Do you get a sense that they're happy?
I mean, they say they are, but you know what? It's funny you say it's transactional because I'm trying to figure out how many of them are actually spending their own money versus their man's money.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what does your man do when he out here buying you a Birkin bag, even though they say you should no longer support Birkin bags? But you're out here buying Fendi shoes, and they spending big money taking you to Paris to go shopping. Although some of their men, I'm not even gonna hold you, it's Caucasian.
That's what I was
Like
saying.
I mean, they're scamming.
Or no, I mean, they may not be scamming. Like I said, you might have found one of the wealthy dudes,
Right?
you know. But
I guess
did they talk about? So I don't want to go too long on this, but we almost time. Do they talk about the other qualities in a man?
no. Honestly, it's all about spending money in this.
So are they trying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
that's unfortunate.
Yeah. So it's like, is it genuine love? Is it genuine affection? Or are we just holding up for the group?
I wonder if they're just holding up for the group, because honestly, it's like, I don't know. Why would you want to spend so much money on this stuff?
Because we've been told that that's how you love somebody.
Just really quick. I was told by this lady that you should not support and buy Birkin bags because they are not made for us. And she said that they make it so difficult for us to even buy the bags, and she does not understand why people still give them the money. Like she said, you gotta go above and beyond to buy a Birkin bag.
What high-end designer has ever really been for us that wasn't Black owned?
I don't know, but I just found a bunch of luxury Black owned
But that's what I'm saying. But like I'm talking about like the
bags.
popular brands that Black people wear, the
Okay.
Gucci, the Pradas, the Berg. When have they ever really been for us?
Never. I don't even
I
want
don't
those
think
bags anymore.
That's what I'm saying. So like, oh, now we shocked. We surprised now. We're not gonna support them now. Yeah, you are. People are. I want
right.
like what
Because it's not you, it's gonna be your friend that like just got
when is any of them ever? We see video after video after video of rappers, celebrities, all these people might go in these stores. They treat them like shit. They be carrying, kicking to the curb. Like they clearly don't want our business. They don't want their brands associated with our culture.
right.
You know, and the ones that do clearly open up the doors for us, you could tell,
Mhm.
like Hennessy. But
I remember when I had met some guy and I was like, "What's your goals?" And he was like, "I just want to wear designer, designer." First of all, if you got to say it double,
that's
that's a red flag.
I'll call you back.
That
I tell you, like it works every time. Oh, hold on, wait, what'd you say? I'll call you back. Never hear from me again.
I might start trying that.
That
that's
was the
your
move.
goal.
That was my
That's your life goal. We're designer, designer. That's how he said it. Designer, designer. Yeah, I was like, oh, you know what?
I'll call you back.
My phone's breaking up. Gotta go.
That is some people's goal out here. We see it. We see it. And wonder why people out here ain't happy. We wonder why mental health is such a big issue.
Mhm.
I'm not even gonna hold you. I do want to have financial wealth, but
Yeah.
not so much for myself, more so for my children to be good.
Right.
I think it's okay to want nice things though. I think we all want to work hard. I think we all want nice things what we deem as nice for us. I think that's okay.
And I
I
want
think
that island. Like I really want my island.
Yeah.
Also, do you think we could get a Target on that island?
I mean, I don't know. We can holler at them real quick, see what's going
I don't
on.
want to. I don't want to have to fly somewhere just to go to Target.
I mean,
Like,
they ship is
or
pretty good.
hear me out. We create a whole new Target adjacent store and we call it Bullseye.
And
oh,
it just be blue instead of red.
Exactly. There you go.
Just go straight knock that off. We gonna get sued.
Yo, that's a $1
Good
billion idea.
They're gonna come for us. But yeah. I don't know. So I think, like I said, I think it's okay. But if we have to have substance in life,
Right.
balance in life. I want nice things. There's a couple of nice things I want. I'm working for,
Right.
like, but in the meantime, that's not my sole purpose. That's not my driving force in life.
Right.
If I don't get them, I'm not going to lose sleep. I'm really not, but okay. But yeah, when like you said, would you ask, what was your question? What was your purpose in life? What's your goal in life?
oh, designer.
Yeah, he said, what's your goal? What's your goal?
That was his goal. I want to wear designer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the first thing you say.
That's weird.
That's the first thing you tell somebody. Think about that. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're talking about putting your best foot forward, you're talking about presenting yourself a certain way for someone to understand who you are.
Right. That's never the
I got to
That's
paint
not
a picture.
that ain't it.
That's the picture I got to paint of you. Designer. Should name this. Let me stop. They might be listening.
I don't care. Here it sells for the streets.
Yeah, wow. I mean, yeah, designer. You're not look. If you say designer, you're not listening to this show. You're definitely not. This is not for you.
Oh man.
You are not our target demo. Whatever. So, all right.
But we're not speaking to broke people. We know that.
No, I'm not even this broke. I don't think they would listen to our conversation.
Right. Okay.
I think that's what it is. Like, I think we have something to deliver for everybody, but I don't think they would listen to us.
Mm-hmm.
Like you probably like. I hear that too. I got a couple friends who be like, "Y'all boring. Y'all don't be talking about stuff." Like, cool, we're not for you. My own friends tell me that. Cool, because I know what they listen to that other stuff out there. Right. So I get that. We're not for everybody.
It might be boring, but I mean,
Well, not everybody wants to hear truth. Not everybody wants to hear positive conversation.
Sorry if we can't be ignorant. I
But
try.
but people no people like that ignorant stuff. That's why if you look at the social media, we talk about that too. All the ignorant stuff be popping.
Yep. Every time.
I just told my boy Ryan, shout out to Ryan Dunston, he says it all the
Oh,
time.
shouts to Ryan.
Positive is not popular in our
Yo,
culture.
that's right.
So,
I remember.
I know this show is very exclusive. And I appreciate the people who do listen and watch. I really do appreciate y'all. We do.
My sister listens.
Yeah. Hey sis.
Shouts to y'all.
Yep.
Happy birthday. Well, it passed already, but
I know. See.
Leo gang.
See.
Leo gang.
I know. Speaking of that, you feeling good, David? You are yet? Arthritis kick in yet? It's coming.
Thankfully, no.
It's coming. I know. Let me not speak that on.
You know what? It's gonna catch me off guard.
Like it did.
Like I know, I already know that. Like I'm just gonna be walking up some stairs, and then, like, maybe I have to stop at the top and be like, oh,
now you're
like
gonna tell you.
I won't be able to move.
Like it hit me one day. I woke up out the bed and was like, oh gosh, what's wrong with my knee? Yeah.
Yep. And are you sleeping on your knee?
No, just woke up one day with the ache. It just started aching really bad. Just crept up on me. Like in the middle of the night. Like arthritis was like, I just got in the bed with me. Like that's how I went down.
That's me right now. My knee hurts. Hard to get up.
Yo, y'all are scaring me.
But you know what? My mom was saying is if you're athletic, it comes to get you.
It does.
I've always had bad knees since I was a baby. So
yeah. I mean, I was warned after my last knee surgery that they said it was probably going to accelerate the process. It was probably going to happen to me a little bit younger. So I didn't think it would be this young. Dang. But I'm thinking maybe like 40s, maybe 50. I got a little bit of time. Not 38.
Dang. You were 38, bro.
This was last year.
Oh.
Last year, yo, like, dang.
Like, get out of here. It's my time to shine.
Yeah, you got that. You got that. But I know we had time, so we gotta go. Might have to hold the Bobs and Karens, but we got through Mafra Karen earlier, so but y'all know what it is.
Y'all, wait. Y'all watch Midnight Mass.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all heard it?
Where can they find that? What
Netflix.
Okay. Midnight Mass.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to watch it too. We can talk about it next week.
Cool.
Yeah. So y'all know where to find us. CommunityCoalitionShow.com. Check us out on the YouTube channel, everything, podcasts, all that. Until
We're
next
sponsored
week.
by the Black Squirrel Media Network.
Black Squirrel Media Network. Yeah, if you don't like your podcast transactional, come to Black Squirrel.
Come to Black Squirrel. That was perfect.
Yep. See? And until next week, I like to charge y'all, like if you have somebody you're talking to, you're dealing with, communicate your intentions. Make sure your feelings are known. Make sure things are known. Don't leave anything up to chance. Don't leave anything up to miscommunication or blurred lines or the gray area and all that. Let people know what's going on. Okay.
Keep yourself safe. Set boundaries.
All that. Yeah. Let's do that, y'all.
Set boundaries.
Okay.
Set boundaries, please.
And so until next week, y'all. We out. Peace.